I think I have been at least 8, if not more. So yeah, beginning to feel like my second home. Yeah, no, right from the very start, we all really appreciated the high focus of the event, and that everybody who was attending was genuinely interested in high-speed inkjet. Yeah, and that's something that's really changed, I think, and that's done very well in developing the show to become a more rounded event. As you say, it was very Hunkeler focused initially, but now that we can integrate other finishing devices that are nothing to do with Hunkeler really, then I think it makes a much more valuable show. So it's gone from being very transactionally focused to gradually embracing the commercial print market as the technology has. Yeah, and it'll be the first time we've ever shown the VC40000 in Europe, which is, I think, slightly unusual because for the last couple of years it's been the best-selling inkjet machine in the market, but single model machine. And particularly in the US, it's been hugely successful. And at HID, we'll show it with a new pigment ink, which we think broadens the market even further. So we'll be showing a book application running in line to the Hunkeler plough folder. Yeah, I think it will definitely widen the market significantly because the machine is well known for its reliability, for its robustness, ease of use, and so on. And by adding a pigment ink, particularly with the depth of color that this pigment ink has, I think will really widen the market. Software is becoming integral to all of our solutions because we're connecting both upstream and downstream to other devices, and our product called Ricoh Process Director is a backbone for all workflows and allows you to connect in multiple other devices. But what's most important, and this comes from the transactional background, is it can track all at a document level, track all pages at a document level, I'm trying to say. So whether it's in direct mail or even sections from a book, you're able to track all the way through the process so that you know you've printed what you're supposed to print. I don't think you can talk about them in isolation. Without software, the hardware doesn't work, and vice versa. So I think the focus we have on software, and say at the show we'll not only have Ricoh Process Director, but Predictive Insight, which is very good for managing your fleet, as well as Batch Builder, which is a tool specifically for gathering together multiple jobs and outputting them either according to a substrate, according to a time, or any other variation and for how you need to produce your work. Well, in addition to the 40,000 that we've already been talking about, we'll of course show many samples from the different products, the Z75 that you've already mentioned, and the VC80000. We've decided to take a static engine. We have obviously lots of samples, but it will allow people to see inside and explore the technology that lies behind the output that they'll then see in the samples. We have got existing users that have come from a transactional background who are very much embracing the change in their own business and using the VC80000 as a tool to do that. Equally, we have pure commercial printers who are using the VC80000 as well. And I think looking forward, we will move more into that commercial printing sector. I think the missing part in that is the drying technology, because that's really what allows us to print at full speed on all those substrates and with very high coverage. But the first thing I would say is that no matter what we think the machine is going to be used for, our customers always surprise us by finding other applications that we hadn't even dreamt of. But generally speaking, anything that's going to be bound, whether it's wire stitched or whether it's perfect bound, or even just cut to flat sheet, can all be produced on this type of device. But yes, it can be postcards, it can be folders, it can be leaflets, say booklets, brochures. I mean, we think magazines is a huge opportunity moving forward, which is one of the reasons we've produced this, to illustrate the quality that can be achieved even on quite lightweight paper. So yeah, I think a very, very broad range of applications. That's one of the real beauties of this machine. I think it might seem daunting on first impressions, but in reality, it's pretty straightforward. And Hunkeler has done a great job at simplifying their products so that they can be integrated into many different production scenarios. And as we've talked earlier about the 80,000, the ability to speed up and slow down in response to the finishing device makes full integration so much easier. are very mixed. I would say if you were really catching a percentage, it's probably still in favour of nearline, because the printing machines are very, very stable and will print all day, every day. Finishing, while they've improved dramatically, but moving paper, stopping it, cutting it, folding it is still a little more complicated than, in fairness, than printing roll to roll. And we're embracing that through a co-innovation program where we're working with a number of companies around the world, not just in high-speed inkjet, in all sorts of Ricoh technology, where we can either integrate or make small modifications so that they better suit the application that the customer is trying to achieve. Yeah, very much, because a lot of that co-innovation is the professional service that's required to integrate two separate products and make a production like we've been looking at here today, because, as I say, not every situation can be served by a standard product.